What is going on, guys? This is ISmileyzI here once again, finally bringing you the final trial of the game, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I'm sorry, guys. I've been sick. I've had a lot of work to do. I need a lot of time to record this last trial, so all that stuff, and then I lose some motivation, and it's alright. But it's time to finally finish the game. Oh my goodness, it's been like, what, 3 weeks? Jeez. This is a defendant lobby, alright, but there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if... Who is this? Ah, it's Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 7777777 ID number is? Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Yes, Damon Gant. I'm gonna try to pin the crime on the Chief of Police himself. You can tell he's the Chief of Police by the bright orange suit. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. Edgeworth's the smart cookie. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday because there was still room for doubt on this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm not sure if I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. Why can't I remember something I said 2 minutes ago? Ah, I'm coming Phoenix Wright, damn it! Anyways, I might not remember everything in this trial, so if I have to use save states / a walkthrough or something, please forgive me, guys. I don't want to lose too many exclamation points. True, not yet. In any event, once all doubt is removed from that list, I can call for a ruling on the defendant. 5 minutes after the trial starts, Lana will be found guilty. She didn't do it! Figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say. It's the first time he's ever done something like this. Why would Edgeworth, what are you, up to there, guy? Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. The truth? Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past. It's always time to reminisce about the past, Edgeworth. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. Ah, what nice strategy there, Phoenix. I'll think about it. See you in court, right? This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. Oh yeah, the new Phoenix Wright game came out, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, the 24th or 25th, I can't remember. Fortunately, I can't download it now because I'm on campus internet, which doesn't allow for 3DS downloads. So I'm going to have to wait until this weekend, most likely, to be able to download it when I can go home. So, yeah. And also, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do a blind LP of the game. I'm not even sure how I'm going to record it as of this point, because I don't really have a good camera. So, yeah, and I don't think you guys want, like, phone quality videos. So, yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. What? Before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. He does? Chief Gant. No, the other police chief. The one that's not wearing the bright orange suit. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Udgy, been back to the pool yet? No, I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. Da-dum. Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I could top that. Gotta give him the slightly British accent. Don't mind me asking, Chief, what exactly is this proposal of yours? Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what? Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Of course. Listen to the guy with the pink glasses. You always gotta listen to the guy with the pink glasses. What's this all about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. What? Oh, whoa. What? Huh? I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman. But you didn't murder Detective Bruce Goodman. The guy in the orange suit murdered Detective Bruce Goodman. In the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. He murdered him at the evidence room. No, Lana.
Objection!
Bad, Lana. Objection is right. You can't. Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services. We're just getting fired in court? That's awkward. But Lana. Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. No! This is bad! The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. No, it has not! I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. No! Just like, it's like she's talking to me.
Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. The request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise.
This can't be happening. Phoenix has got fired in court. Man.
It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant...
Objection!
Objection! Edgeworth? One moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature. I agree, Edgeworth. Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut, Ah, the finger wag. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant. What? Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. Oh, Edgeworth. Spitting out some, fiery words. With the sudden confession of the defendant. It's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes. Some kind of deal? Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh, to who?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye.
Emma?
I request the court hears her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Miss Skye. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Edgeworth, 2013.
Very well. The truth? The court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gant?
Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words. You know, you could have just said, "Nah, it's not okay. Trial over. You get off." Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Something like that. Wait a minute. But technically Phoenix still got fired, so why is he still defending Lana right now? Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma Skye. Forgive me if my Emma Skye voice is not up to par. I haven't made a video in 3 weeks with Emma Skye in it, so yeah, I apologize. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. Whoopee! 2 years ago, You encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. Yes. Ugh. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. Oh my god. I am sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're both sorry. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
Yes, most certainly is.
Well, okay then.
I was just about to say that. That's why I didn't do it by judge voice. He sure gave in fast. He's the judge, Phoenix. He always gives in fast. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. Phoenix, you're fired. Why are you still here? The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Oh. Ugh. I'm on the edge of my seat. Except not really. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does his testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Phoenix, he's doing you a favor, man.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Alright, time to cross-examine Emma Skye. The girl with, who also enjoys pink glasses. I guess they're goggles. But still. Hold it! Oh man, felt good to say that. 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct? Yes, she was second in command under Chief Detective Gant. My sister. She was the best detective ever. She was the best detective ever.
Yes, I remember. Chief Detective Gant and Miss Skye used to be quite the pair.
I believe they shared the same office. That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk and dream about playing that organ. Ugh. Wanted to play it that day, too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work.
Hold it!
Hold it? Man? Well. There it is. Yes, Joe Dark.
Man?
He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. There must have been a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Skye and Gant's office. Why would he run? Oh, let's run away! Run right into the elevator! That's a great idea. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him.
The man?
Hold it! What was the prosecutor doing there? That day, there were two people present during Dark's questioning. Detective Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Gant was there too? Did we know that yet? I guess we didn't. Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after Dark.
When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead. And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in. I hate when that happens. Because the question mark, you don't know it's going to be like a question. Running in? I don't clearly remember what happened then. But Hold it! But hold it! Can you tell us about that? Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out.
The lights? The lights.
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby. So the electricity went out?
Wait a minute. It was pitch dark in that room. You shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman. The victim.
Yeah, we're gonna hear more? Of course we are. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago? Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
You told Detective Goodman about what you saw?
Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
Picture?
Yes, I think she mentioned that before.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
No, you're gonna keep asking about the picture. You're gonna keep talking. It's a picture the witness drew. I believe it has a very important meaning.
Objection!
The list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. Let's just press. You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right? Yes, I want to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died, and I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken? But I did draw it, I swear! I'm not just imagining it. This picture that Emma drew, so that reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again. Well, anyway, let's continue. The scene that imprinted an image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us? The man!
The man?
Hold it! That must have been a real shock. Even now when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly. Tell us, what were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them.
It's like WWE, man.
Emma just doesn't have any reason to lie. But Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can. Alright, so we know what this picture is, right? Because, if you remember, most evidence lists ran twice as long as the one Edgeworth received. And the other evidence, half the evidence list, actually, do we even know this? No, but we can check. And if you look on the back, oh my god, there's a picture of two black things. And one of them is holding a ruler. No, like literally he's holding a ruler. It looks like he's holding a ruler. I'm not lying, I swear. But I think we have to present this evidence list. Objection! Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you still insist on denying its existence? Why are we attacking Mr. Edgeworth? Why did I say Mr. Edgeworth? Why are we attacking Edgeworth? Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture. That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold!
This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident?
Please turn it over, Your Honor.
Turn it over? Turn it. Ah! What's this? What's this?
Yes, what is that? I'm telling you, it's a guy who's like kneeling, and then it's a guy who's like standing up and he's like holding a ruler. Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew. Emma, why was he holding a ruler? Like, look, it looks like a ruler.
Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here.
No, they're not. One guy clearly has his hand over the guy's shoulder with a ruler. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Huh? These lists. They're different from each other.
What?
It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other.
So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you. What? What? What?
Order, order. Who would have thought the picture would have been drawn on the back of the list?
That was saying to Detective Goodman in the questioning room. Room? Question mark? Wait a minute. This list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor!
Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head.
If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing in the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Yes, it's quite conceivable. Mr. Edgeworth?
It's possible. Let's see.
Is something wrong?
Do you even have to ask? Sorry, Your Honor. There is something drawn on the back of my list. This is that thing! It's that thing! No! Not that thing! No, why is it to be that thing?
That's that thing!
Yes! It's that
Thing that was dancing in the evidence room!
That thing! Ugh! No! Apparently the head of criminal affairs used this for his blueprint. I guess he was out of scrap paper.
Very well. Witness. Will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes sir, Your Honor. What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she saw the picture.